Yo, it's Kari Israel, man. Israel Kari, man. I was contemplating doing this video. Really don't want to be too open about, myself, but I'm going to be. Let you guys know I'm very angry right now. I'm very upset myself. If this video can save some lives or probably stop somebody from making a bad decision, then so be it. I'm angry, yes. Just got into an argument. I'm married. So, you know how that is, ups and downs. This is my message. Anger itself is not the sin. Uncontrolled anger is a sin. Now, what you do with your anger dictates your destiny, right? And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. I know we got Duck in the thumbnail, we got Dirk in the thumbnail, and then we got Vaughn. Just a few. Now, I kept it just Chicago based. I could have went on and on with other people. Just gonna break down, these Chicago men as rappers, fathers, a couple dead, one is in prison facing life. Where does anger come from? Anger is an emotion. We all know that God gives us all our emotions. God gets angry. Jesus has gotten angry, and what he do? He I guess he kicked some ass up in the temple, because they was messing with God things or whatnot. But when you're angry and you're not in control of that anger, the devil comes in and he tells you what to do, because you can't tell your own self what to do. I'm gonna speak for myself first, speak on myself and how uncontrolled anger has affected me. And I'm gonna give you an example of people that you guys know and situations that you guys know, because you guys don't fucking know me. Not yet. Soon. For example, right? And he might see this, he might not. I hope you do. I ain't gonna say who, but I am. And I'm gonna explain why. Be open with you guys. My father, yes, my biological dad. He, I known him. I had him when I did have him. Not as much as I wanted. Not as consistent as I wanted. Because of that, caused me to be angry. I know you guys heard the famous line by Kodak, growing up with no dad, no father, that should make you evil. See, the thing is, when you don't have your father around, you don't have that love that you need, that guidance that you need, that control that you need, right? I didn't have man around I didn't have him around enough to affect my life in a positive way. Recently, me and my dad, we've been doing this, he been working with him and whatnot. It's hell. I ain't gonna lie, dealing with him because of who he is. But I'm not here to talk about who he is. I'm talking about me. It came a situation where, see, let me tell you guys something. I'm the only one, and this is how it's supposed to be. I ain't looking for no credit. I'm the only man taking care of my family. It's just me. Anything go wrong, it's over with. Anything goes wrong, it's over with. We're done. We're finished. It's on me. I have to calculate every move I make. I have to make sure that everything I do is pinpoint. Can't have no slip-ups, right? So, my pops, he hit me early that morning. I'm working. I'm doing little deliveries and stuff like that, making money. You know what I'm saying? Wake up about 5 in the morning, get myself together, boom, bam. Go out, go make some money. What I'm gonna do after I'm done doing this video, I'm gonna go make some money. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing. I gotta feed my family, make sure they got a place to stay, all that. Make sure the car's good, everything is on me. And now I'm not saying, oh, well, I need a pat on the back, nothing like that. What I'm saying is this is my situation. This is my reality. My dad knows this. My dad knows the severity of my situation. He understands that what I'm going through, because I communicate. He calls me about 7 that morning. Hey, son, I need you. Boop, bop, bam. Cool. I say, I got you. And it's good money. Cool, I got you. Boom, we're good. Let me just finish this last delivery. I'm on the way. He said, oh, yeah, go ahead. Cool. Be here at, I'm just giving time, 9:30. That was the time, actually, 9:30. I'm doing a delivery, whatever. I go get my kids and my family, my wife. Now, I run a little late. I think I get there at 9:40. He's not there. So I wait until like 10 something, 10:25. He's still not there. And he shows up around that time, actually, 10:25. But before then, he calls me and he says, hey, you all right? Because I'm upset because I'm like, damn, this man ain't respecting my time. This ain't the first time this happened. He calls me, say, you all right? I say, I'm good. Just ready to go make the money, right? Leave it alone. Call me again. He's like, yeah, for the keys and this, that. Y'all go in the crib. We'll watch the bam. All right, cool. Keys ain't in there. I mean, the door ain't locked, so I get in there, whatever the case is. But I take my kids to the park. I let them know that. Take them to the park, around the corner from his place. And what he does is he goes to his crib without calling me. He claims that he was there for a certain period amount of time. And what ended up happening, he called me and say, hey, I don't need you anymore. That pissed me off. I was upset. Ran over there. I ain't even drive. I let my kids stay at the park with my wife. Ran over there. Tired in the motherfucker. I tell him, I say, hey man, what's going on? Oh man, some. I say, listen. I tell him, look, man, I don't feel as you respect my time, man. Earlier today, you could have told me like, hey, be here at this time so I can do more work and I can make more money, because time is money. Or he says to me, go home. I don't need you no more. So I took my uniform, threw it on the ground, told him don't fucking call me no more for this shit, and I let it be what it be. This is the day before Father's Day, right? Walked away. Called my grandfather, whackty bam, whatever, right? You would probably think, oh yeah, you're right for doing that and nah. I was right for what I was saying. I was wrong for the energy I brought with it. I should not have approached them anger. Now, this ain't no thing for him, it's for me. I felt bad afterwards because who knows what other people can take? Because you could take. Well, my dad did, he called me a little bit afterwards or whatever. He say, I gotta produce. I gotta be able to do this. I can't have nothing to go against my mental. Kind of selfish, but understandable. Understood that, hey man, my part I did wrong because I could have ruined his day because I'm angry about something. What I should have did is say, okay, Pops, I got you. And then waited on the day where he ain't doing nothing and let him know how I felt in a calm manner. But I let it be known right then and there, which wasn't the right thing to do. He could have lost some business that day. He could have lost some money. He could have missed out on something because he's thinking about this. He could have got into a car accident and messed himself up. Anything could have happened. Right? Because I let my anger get to the best of me and I said what I said. Even at the phone, I told him, yeah, you don't love me and you're selfish motherfucker, all this shit, right? Which is true. But why am I saying this out of anger? I should not be saying this out of anger. You know what I'm saying? Now, do he want to love me? That's okay, because he might see it. He might want to love, but does he really? No. You got to love yourself before you love anybody. Let's start that. Now, like I said, that's how I should have handled it, by saying, hey, you know what, Pops? Okay, cool, man. I got you. Let it go. Moved on my day, kept working. Boom. Instead, I'm arguing with him. I'm with my wife. She's seeing this. Now what happens? This transfers over to her. She goes and argue with her mother, right? And what happened, she might not want me to tell you this, but I gotta be honest, man, with you guys. She was pregnant. And my anger from that situation transferred over to my wife, and she got into it with her mother, and that caused a miscarriage. Uncontrolled anger and that it hurts me now, what I'm saying, still hurts. But I'm okay because that was not a failure for me, but it was a stepping stone to understand I need to control this the best way I know and the best way I can. Am I perfect? No. Do I still mess up? Yes. But I have a conscious decision, a conscious choice to make that decision now. This is what I'm gonna also say. A lot of people, especially in Chicago, are angry. I'm gonna give you different ways of anger. It could be the neglect from a parent. It could be abuse from somebody or a parent, mental or physical, emotional, whatever, spiritual. Or it could be self-hate, not knowing how to love yourself properly. Now that I got myself out the way, right? I'm gonna give you some examples. Not examples, but some examples y'all understand. No. FBG Duck, great man to his kids, you know, stand up dude, really got a good heart. Duck lost brothers, I believe sister, early on. That pain by itself from losing a sibling, and I know a lot of people in here probably lost siblings, so you can understand, relate. I never lost siblings, so I would not be able to relate to that, but I have heard people talk about it. My brother has lost his brother. My sister has lost her brother. So I understand on a different level. This is the thing I'm going to say. When you have that pain and you don't deal with it, it turns into anger. Duck losing his brother Brick was his last straw, because why? Them people kept dissing his brother. He got angry because, man, you dissing my brother, but let's go deeper. His father wasn't there. His father was locked up all them years. So his father's not there to tell him how to control that anger that you feeling about these people disrespecting your brother. It's only words. His father wasn't there though to guide him and let him know, hey man, you shouldn't be doing that. Let them talk. Let your success kill him. Instead, he made that diss song. And no, it's not about a diss song, but it didn't help. He was disrespectful, It didn't help. Yeah, we know the dude, TP, not TP, whatever the dude name was from THF. He's the one who sent the hit. Duck, them dudes that smoked Duck, those was people that Duck diss people. And they came running for him because they wanted him for what he said, not for what this nigga telling us. It's because what he said out of anger. And we lost a good brother, man. Duck was a good dude. He took care of his family, man. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, he disrespected motherfuckers, dead motherfuckers. I don't agree with it. But he took care of his family. He meant well. He just never got a real chance because his father wasn't there. He didn't have people in his corner telling him, man, you got to turn from that anger. Uncontrolled anger. Saying ain't nothing wrong with him being angry that they talking about his brother. Kill him with success, right? Number 2, King Von, right? Y'all Lord and Savior, King Von. And I say that jokingly. Me personally, I like Von, man. Not only me and him got down there the same birthday, but I like Von, me personally, because he was real. He was authentic. He was a good energy. But, he did do the killing, which I don't agree with at all. It did take a lot of people from, a lot of, men from their families. But let's take it back. My father. Let's go and let's take it deeper now. Let's talk about generational curses. Bloodline. Things that's passed down on to you. Von Dead was a killer too. He was a hitman. He wasn't no killer, he was a hitman. You call him when you need to get somebody gone. The way he went out, they sniped him. You can't walk up on him. They had to get you from afar. He was real deal. He wasn't like Von. He was Von before Von was Von, right? His father was murdered when he was a little boy. That innocent boy turned into a vicious killer. Over time, wasn't just off back, but over time that boy turned vicious. That anger he felt from losing his dad made him vicious. And he meant it. It wasn't no demon. Yeah, you can say it was a demon because he's angry and he's moving off of anger. But that made him vicious. Killed lots of people, gruesomely, too. There's stories that Von was, screaming at niggas, walking them down. Yeah, I told you I was going to get you, killing them. Feeling good about it. Take Capone say Von used to wake up in the morning, man, we need to go catch them niggas. Let's get in these school clothes, go catch some of these niggas. Von had a void, that anger. Trying to fill that void of anger, man. That somebody killed my pops and I don't got him no more. That shit hurt, man. I feel bad for that brother, man, because he ain't get a real chance. He ain't asked for his dad to be a fucking killer. He ain't asked his mother to go sleep with a fucking killer. You know what I'm saying? A hitman. That shit turned him into that. People blame Von for what he is. That nigga ain't had no real chance. Y'all motherfuckers, man, y'all talk all this shit about, oh, man, he's a killer. He's this and that. What motherfucker, did you live his life? Did you go through what he went through? No, you didn't. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to grow up without your dad now because he was viciously murdered. Fast forward to the night he died. It's these boys from a different state talking crazy, man. Whatever, over a girl, whatever the case it is. Von see this dude take off out of anger. Not thinking about the situation. He got his boys with him. He feel he the leader of the pack. I'm the man with the money, and I was the man before I had the money. Now I gotta go do something. I gotta be the man now. The man, it go take off and show this nigga I mean business. Out of anger. Pieced him up good too. But that piece he got left him breathless. Breathless. If Von would have said, hey, fuck it. Y'all niggas over there on that bullshit, alright. I'ma cloud up and I'ma just blackball you and take your bitches anyway. Right? We'll still have Von. If Von did never pass, we'll still have Von. Instead of him killing all these people and trying to fill that void of his father being killed and his father being gone, and then his brother, his homeboy T. Roy being killed, OD being killed, all these people he lost being killed, trying to fill these voids over and over, man. People don't understand, man. Y'all glorify this killing shit, but y'all never kill. Y'all never been around real killers. If you glorifying this, you ain't been around no real killers. You just over here talking. My last and final example. Smirky-O. I fuck with Smirk music. Dirk is an angry. I think out of all of the guys I named, he might be the angriest because one, his pops was taken away from a snitch. And his pops really ain't cared too much for him. And it was clear. Because you got $5 million stashed away, but your kid's struggling. You riding with Larry Hoover, but you ain't riding with your kids. D-Thing. Killed. Argument in the club. Dirk. Lose his brother. Void need to be filled. Oh, Pops wasn't there either. That void needs to be filled. Oh, Pops got snitched on by a fuck nigga. That void needs to be filled. Y'all see how he talk about how he felt about snitches. That's why he's going to do life in jail, because he's not going to tell, because that void needs to be filled. He's keeping that cycle going. Bloodline. His son will be the same. And mark my words, his son will be the same just like him. That old one, Angelo, I think, he named him after a gangster. I mean, not necessarily Angelo as a, but we know Dirk come from the streets. Come on, man. What you naming that boy Angelo? Anyway, I'm not talking about no kid, but anyway, Dirk lose Vaughn. He get back for all these guys, and what he do, he go talk about in the song. Trying to fill that void, that anger, that hurt. They took my mans. You know, they took my mans. I gotta fill that void. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna end on, fathers, it start with us. It starts with us, man. It starts with us, man. We have the choice to be in our kids' life and make a difference or not. Yeah, like I'm saying, man, we need to, break these generational curses. Fathers, be in your kids' life in a positive way. I'm gonna keep it real. Cause this is to the fathers. If you ain't there for your kid, you don't love yourself and you don't love your kid, man. You definitely don't love yourself, you don't love your kid. Now we can say, that ain't true because some mothers don't allow their kids. Well, that's a fucking excuse. You got the courts, right? Well, no, I can't go to the courts because I gang bang and I sell drugs. Well, you don't need to be in that kid life being a bad influence, right? You chose you over the kid already. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no excuse. What he saying, little man's boy? He say, don't say can't, because when you say can't, you ain't a man. And it's like, bro, that I don't fuck with the movie like that. But I mean, that part right there stuck with me. I tell my kids, don't say can't. I don't want to hear it. My Uncle Reese told me a long time ago, he said, change your vocabulary. Change your vocabulary. Change what you speak. Change your words. Change how you say things. So look, man, I'ma say this. Kids, if your pops ain't in your life, God said he's a father to the fatherless, all right? You always got God, and if you ain't got God, you got me. I always tell you right from wrong. I won't lead you wrong. You can come to my channel. You can reach out in the comments. Anything you need to do, I'm here for you. But don't get it confused, thinking your dad love you because your mom and all these people say that. Find out within. Know that for yourself. Pray. Do better. Understand why you feel how you feel. Understand where your anger comes from. And make corrections. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't, you have death and hell waiting on you, man. Having this uncontrolled anger out in the world is not a good thing. Jesus got angry when he messed the temple up, right? But it wasn't out of control. He did it because why y'all doing this to my father's sacred place? Y'all gambling, selling stuff in here, So it might not be too late for you. Turn from your evil, wicked ways, man. Pray for your father. Love him even when you don't love him. And let me in on this, guys. My flesh didn't want to text my dad on Father's Day, right? Like, nah, man, he did you bogus. He ain't for you. He don't fuck with you, or whatever the case is, right? Which could be true, right? But the thing is, I don't serve my father. I serve God. And it says, honor thy father and thy mother. Happy Father's Day, man. I love you. What that could have did for him, could have did great things, right? I ain't do it to see it. I did it because it's right, and that's what I'm supposed to do. But look, man, I did this video too long anyway, man. I hope y'all get this out. Y'all watch this, man. I hope y'all, love the video if you like it. You know what I say, man. Comment if you got something to say. You feel me? Or even if you feel away. Share this video if you're in a stingy motherfucker. And subscribe if you need to motherfucker get this medicine, man. Because I got the antidote. Hey, it's Kari Israel, man. It's been real, man. And I'm out of here, man.